All right. So I finished reading Esther, and I'm very tired right now. Um, so I wasn't planning on making a video, but I don't feel like I can go to bed right now. So I just felt. Okay, here's what happened. All right. Been a long day. Um, I finished reading Esther, and then I was just sitting here, I think. And then I picked up the Bible again and remember that there was like really short chapters at the end over here. I didn't want to start Job until I reviewed with you guys. But I remember that there was like little chapters here at the end, and I started flipping through them, and I started using little passages within, like I would just flip through like random pages, and then like choose a little passage, and then kind of like go. I used it kind of like a feed, like a Facebook feed or an Instagram feed, kind of just like going like different sections. And then I got to Galatians, which this one, Galatians, yeah. And it reminded me that right before I had right before I started reading and finished Esther, I was playing NTE, and they had mentioned something about Mr. Galaxis, and at the time I thought they were talking about my phone, this phone, because it likes to lock on me at specific times whilst I'm playing the game, and I thought it was a conversation about switching to the iPhone. And then I saw this. I saw the book Galatians, and I'm like, huh. And I started reading it because it's relatively short. I figured I could read it, tonight. And it was pretty crazy. Okay, see, this is the thing. I wanted to review Esther so I could review Galatians, and then maybe do like a live where I could like read the entirety of it. I think that would be really cool. But anyways, going back to Esther, we'll get to we'll get to Galatians. It does mention working for nothing, though. Did you suffer so much for nothing? If in fact it was for nothing. It's kind of cool. Anyways, Esther. I'm tired. So the book of Esther is essentially, it's a story of King Xerxes, the most King Xerxes I've come across since me, dare I say. No, I'd imagine, but by this story, he was a little bit more cleaned up than I am at this moment. But anyways, this is I'm gonna read the first paragraph here, okay? These events took place during the days of Ahasuerus, which Ahasuerus could be is Xerxes, as it states down here. who ruled 127 provinces from India to Kush. In those days, King Ahasuerus reigned from his royal throne in the fortress of Susa. He held a feast in the 3rd year of his reign for all his officials and staff, the army of Persia and Media, the nobles, and the officials from the provinces. He displayed the glorious wealth of his kingdom and the magnificent splendor of his greatness for a total of 180 days, which 180 days means he possibly never broke out, or never, maybe, who knows. But it's in essence like, it talks about cats. It talks about Esther. It talks about a lot. It talks about sexuality, I think. Humans, or Haman. I don't know who Haman is. And the thing is, you don't realize this story is about him until like the very end. He doesn't come to mind at all. But like, because like I have this word underlined, overcome, and the reason why I underlined that was because like I was like, over, overtime and all that. And yeah. 7 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you guys. I think this section just like encapsulates the essence of who he was, or what this book is, the book of Esther is about. Because of all the instructions in this letter, as well as what they had witnessed and what had happened to them, the Jews bound themselves, their descendants, and all who joined with them to a commitment that they would not fail to celebrate these 2 days each, and every year according to the written instructions and according to the time appointed. These days are remembered and celebrated by every generation, family, province, and city, so that these days of Purim will not lose their significance in Jewish life, and their memory will not fade from their descendants. Queen Esther, daughter of Abihail, along with Mordecai the Jew, wrote this second letter with full authority to confirm the letter about Purim. He sent letters with messages of peace and faithfulness to all the Jews who were in the 127 provinces of the kingdom of Ahasuerus, in order to confirm these days of Purim at their proper time, just as Mordecai the Jew and Queen Esther had established them, and just as they had committed themselves and their descendants to the practices of fasting and lamentation. So Esther's command confirmed these customs of Purim, which were then written into the record. King Ahasuerus imposed a tax throughout the land, even to the farthest shores. All of his powerful and magnificent accomplishments, and the detailed account of Mordecai's great rank to which the king had promoted him. Have they not been written in the court record of daily events of the king of Media and Persia? Oh, that's a question. Have all of his powerful and magnificent accomplishments and the detailed account of Mordecai's great rank to which the king had promoted him, have they not been written in the court record of daily events of the kings of Media and Persia? Mordecai the Jew was second only to King Ahasuerus, famous among the Jews and highly popular with many of his relatives. He continued to seek good for his people and speak